Okay, right. So, crowdfunding update for people, um, but I also have a story that I want to share, which I think shows why what we're doing, calling for trauma-informed schools and communities, is so important. Um, but in terms of the crowdfunding, so we're over halfway to the deadline. It's the 31st of January that this ends, and we're 40% there. So we're almost halfway there, which is great. And I'm really excited that we look like we can hit our target if we all keep going. The sharing, the supporting that you guys have all been doing, the donations has been amazing. So please keep it up. We're really grateful for all the support. And together as a crowd, as a community, we can get this thing over the line and get this thing to show not just how much support there is, but that we can keep going with this campaign to get trauma-informed care across the UK as quickly as possible. And we're really grateful for all the support. So, story. It's been going in my head for a couple of weeks now. I used to be a teacher for a little while before I joined Wave, and I taught in a secondary school. And the secondary school boys, they can be aggressive and they can be loud and they can be raucous, but there was some very confrontational young man, and he, I think he took it upon himself to challenge this new teacher, myself, and it reached a point of sort of him squaring up to me, like really, squaring up in your face, and one day jostled me in the corridor. And so we had to, of course, I had to take him into the office, and we decided we had to suspend him. So we suspended him, and later I found out from a friend he was expelled, and it's just I don't know what was there for that young man. I don't know what was behind his behaviour, but I know that his aggression, his confrontational way of expressing himself was totally out of whack with his character, and it just really, the tools weren't there. I didn't have the training or the understanding to do anything other than think this is a discipline issue, and it's just such a pity. It's a bit of a regret for me. I hope he's done well, but it just goes to show, every one of us recognises this story. Anyone who's a teacher particularly, we all know someone who's been there. And it's so urgent that we get this message out there, the understanding of what's going on in people's lives manifests in their behaviour, of how to de-escalate that stress, how to avoid suspending and expelling people, but instead back them up and support them and get them to a place where they can learn. So it's really important, it's going really well. Keep sharing, and thank you for everything you've done so far.